What up, gamers? I'm Sir Mav, and welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal series for Battlefield 5. If you're new here, the Arsenal series is where together we deep dive into each weapon for Battlefield 5 within each class and compare them to one another to provide insight on which is truly the best weapon for that class on the battlefield. In this video, I'll be covering the last category of support class guns, shotguns. Since the support class weapons have so much DPS variety within their specializations, especially shotguns, I didn't want to include all 12 soon to be 13 weapons into one long video. So I've separated the support weapons of this series into three groups: light machine guns, medium machine guns, and shotguns. Since all the support weapons are now complete, you'll find the links to the other support weapons down in the description box below or periodically through cards on the top right hand side of the screen. The reason I did it this way is because each category has their own unique playstyle out on the battlefield, and I wanted to be sure and discuss each of these playstyles with you within each video. And shotguns definitely have their own unique style on the battlefield, but you might find some surprising info within this analysis, so let's get started. Due to the variations within the specialization tree for shotguns in Battlefield 5, each shotgun can actually be classified as two guns in one literally being two guns in one. There are currently only 3 shotguns within the game, so even though it's not the first you'll acquire, let's start off with the unique M30 Drilling. The M30 is actually a double barrel shotgun and a rifle all in one. You hold the fire type button to switch between the two. Now, since the M30 literally is two guns in one, I'll be covering both DPS outputs if you actually went out on the battlefield and just used one of them. But on the battlefield, you should be switching between the rifle and shotgun depending on the situation you find yourself in. Since it's a shotgun, you'll want to keep engagements up close and personal, but with the versatility of switching to a rifle round, this gives you an option for those longer engagements. Also, this rifle round is a dead shot to the noggin, so make those headshots count as you'll only have 10 rounds total for sustained engagements. But remember, you have one shot and then it's a 3-second reload time till you can fire off the next shot. If the enemy gets too close, then you can pound them with the highest burst fire damage in the shotgun realm for Battlefield 5 with the double barrel of pain at 200 rounds per minute, which is only 2 rounds, so make those count as well. You can get this gun up to 225 rounds per minute, but it's so minute you're honestly better off going with the quick ADS. What you really want here for the M30 is the heavy load specialization equipped, as this vastly improves the range at which you can take down the enemy as well as the overall damage output. You can see on the screen how much of a difference it makes from the 15 to 20 meter mark with the heavy load equipped. But one thing to note before I move on, as with all shotguns, if you're not using a slug variant or rifle round, aim for the chest, as you'll actually lose out on DPS if you aim for the head due to the spread of the shotgun shell. I also didn't test any shotgun shell damage past 20 meters. If you're engaging the enemy past that distance, you shouldn't be using a shotgun, unless you're using a slug variant, which I'll discuss in the next 2 shotguns. In any case, the M30 Drilling requires a very unique playstyle. As with most shotguns, you can clear a room rather easily, but once you find a group of 3, it could be a bit more troublesome without the proper aim and secondary weapon. So we know about the 2-timer drilling. Let's discuss my favorite shotgun in the mix, the M12 Automatic. It has a rate of fire of 138 rounds per minute that can be increased to 163 with the trigger job specialization, and a mag size of 5 shells that can be extended to 7. So there are basically 2 variations of ammo. You have the specialization with heavy load that basically contains buckshot, and you have the other side of the tree that has a slug specialization. Both of these variations can be combined with the combinations of quick reload and extended magazine, or quick reload and trigger job, which increases the rate of fire. But also take a look at the damage differences between the slug and the shotgun spread. Not only do both allow you increased damage against your opponents compared to the stock option, but slugs actually make it a viable option for those longer distance engagements. Now you know why I told you to aim for the head earlier if you're using a slug round. The only other difference is in using the extended magazine or not. Reload speed without the extended mag will take 3.72 seconds, while the extended mag will take a full 5 seconds. But one thing to keep in mind is that once a shell is in the mag, you can fire the shotgun once again, so unlike other guns where you have to wait to the full reload, you can actually reduce this time and engage the enemies earlier if need be. So between all these variants and based on the data, I would recommend running the M12 Automatic with the slug variant along with the quick reload and trigger job specializations equipped. This will allow you to have the damage output up close like any other shotgun, but you have the ability to not only 2-shot an enemy 30 meters out, but 1-shot an enemy in the head, making this weapon a top choice for any marksman behind the sights. Last shotgun on the list is the old Tides of War unlock, the M1897. This shotgun comes in with the slowest fire rate at 100 rounds per minute, 5 shells in the mag, and a reload speed of 3.45 seconds. The only combination of specializations you need to worry about is the quick reload and trigger job. This will increase fire rate to 120, still below the 12G, and increase the reload to the fastest for the shotguns in the game at 2.89 seconds. But how does this stack up to the other shotguns even with the high output damage of the slug? So even with having a slightly higher damage and a lower reload speed than the 12G automatic, the M1897 is still not the optimal choice when taking a shotgun out on the battlefield. Due to its fast fire rate and decent reload speed, the 12G automatic will still be the shotgun of choice when engaging the enemy. I would recommend the slug variant on the right with the combination of quick reload and trigger specializations to maximize your DPS, making this indeed the best shotgun currently in Battlefield 5, but the M30 is still fun. And that's all for today, gamers. There's always more weapons to come and analyze, so if this video helped you in your decision making, give it a like and tap fire subscribe for more intel on the weapons of Battlefield 5. If you missed any of the other videos within the Arsenal series, be sure to check out the links below and let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Until next time, gamers, this is Sir Mav, signing off.